style. I'm about to lock down.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing again. Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. On play action, it's Garoppolo. On the move to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now.
A give to McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Here we go now.
Murray now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Hurry up. Flag. Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Play action. Garoppolo. And he's got Pete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. He spins free. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. They're starting to put some space here. You know, 1st quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. but somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Here's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a juke this time. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
21.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Move it up, fellas. Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, gun.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
21.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's the fullback, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Patriot!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at that. And now running right through it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Go ahead. 12.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Slips past him.
There you go.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his left. Murray with a nice move. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. A final shot before break. Murray looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete on the deep ball. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Flag! Flag! Here we go.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're stepping.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. You don't talk.